Gather around, children, and listen. Let me tell you a story. A story that is both fascinating and frightening, a tale of our modern era. It's a story of our time, a story of the digital age, an age where technology reigns supreme and our lives are intertwined with the digital realm. We've built a world of ones and zeros, a world of glowing screens and humming servers. This digital universe is vast and ever-expanding, connecting us in ways we never imagined. But this world, like our own, has its shadows, dark corners where danger lurks, hidden threats that can strike when we least expect it. Our computers, our phones, they are vulnerable. They hold our secrets, our memories, our lives. Every click, every tap leaves a digital footprint. But what happens when these machines turn against us? What happens when the very technology we trust becomes our tormentor? When the tools designed to make our lives easier become instruments of chaos? Like unseen ghosts, computer viruses move through the digital ether, silent, invisible, deadly. They infiltrate our systems, corrupting and destroying. They spread like wildfire, leaving chaos and destruction in their wake. Data lost, systems crippled, lives disrupted. These are not mere glitches in the system. They are digital nightmares, and they are very real. In this digital abyss, we must remain vigilant, for the shadows are always lurking, waiting to strike. The year was 2000. The dawn of a new millennium brought with it a mix of excitement and anxiety. The world was on edge, bracing for the dreaded Y2K bug. People feared that computers would fail, causing chaos. But while the Y2K bug was averted, a different kind of digital plague was brewing, unnoticed by many. On May 4th, it arrived in the form of an email. The subject line, "I love you," a seemingly innocent message. People, hungry for affection and curious about the sender, eagerly opened the email. It was a time when email was still a novelty. It seemed harmless enough. A simple text file named "Love Letter for You." Text. Who wouldn't want to read a love letter? But this was no love letter. It was a virus, a piece of malicious software designed to wreak havoc, a malicious code disguised as a token of affection. With a single click, the virus began to spread. Like a virus of the heart, it replicated rapidly, infecting files and systems with alarming speed. It spread through email, through shared files, through the very fabric of the internet, exploiting the trust of users. It infected millions of computers in a matter of hours, causing widespread panic and frustration. The digital world was under siege. The year 2001 saw the rise of another digital monster. Code Red, they called it, a worm that spread with terrifying speed. It exploited a vulnerability in Microsoft's web server software, a flaw hidden deep within the lines of code. Code Red didn't just steal data or corrupt files, it defaced websites. It replaced web pages with a chilling message, "Hacked by Chinese," a digital calling card left by the unseen attackers. The worm spread like a global pandemic, infecting hundreds of thousands of servers in a matter of hours. It brought down major websites, disrupted businesses, and cost billions of dollars in damages. In 2004, the world met MyDoom. A virus so virulent, so aggressive, it spread faster than any before it. MyDoom spread via email disguised as an error message, a simple trick but effective. People, curious, clicked on the attachment. Once released, MyDoom wreaked havoc. It created a backdoor in infected computers, allowing hackers to control them remotely. It launched denial-of-service attacks, flooding websites with traffic and causing them to crash. The internet slowed to a crawl. Email systems buckled under the strain. The digital world held its breath, crippled by the onslaught. Section 5. The Shadow of Fear. These are just a few stories, children. Stories that echo through the corridors of our digital age. a glimpse into the dark side of our digital world, a world where shadows lurk behind every click and keystroke. These viruses, they instilled fear that crept into our minds and made us question our safety. They reminded us of our vulnerability, our susceptibility to unseen threats that could strike at any moment. They showed us that the digital world, for all its wonders, is not immune to danger. It is a realm where peril can manifest in the most unexpected ways. Imagine, if you will, the fear of opening an email. The simple act of checking your inbox becoming a source of anxiety. The dread of clicking a link. Each hyperlink a potential gateway to chaos. The helplessness of watching your computer, your digital life crumble before your eyes. The sense of loss as your data, your memories vanish in an instant. These viruses, they were more than just code. They were harbingers of our deepest anxieties. They were symbols of our deepest fears, fears that transcended the digital realm and touched the very core of our being. Fears of the unknown, of losing control, of the fragility of our digital existence. In this shadowy landscape, we are reminded of the delicate balance between innovation and security. Section 6, WannaCry holding hospitals hostage. In 2017, the world witnessed the rise of ransomware. WannaCry, they called it. A particularly nasty piece of malware that spread like wildfire, encrypting files and demanding ransom. Hospitals, businesses, government agencies all fell victim, their computers held hostage, their data locked away. A digital ransom note demanding payment in Bitcoin. Imagine the chaos. Surgeons unable to access patient records, businesses paralyzed, their operations frozen. The fear, the desperation, as people realize the gravity of the situation. Section 7, NotPetya, a virus of war. NotPetya, a name that sends chills down the spines of cybersecurity experts. This wasn't just a virus, it was a weapon, a tool of cyber warfare, unleashed upon the world. Disguised as ransomware, NotPetya spread through infected software updates. It targeted Ukraine, crippling government agencies, banks, and critical infrastructure. But its impact was felt globally. Shipping companies, pharmaceutical giants, multinational corporations, all brought to their knees. The cost of the damage? Billions. But the true cost? A chilling reminder that the digital battleground is very real. Section 8. The unseen threat. The viruses I speak of, they are but a few. The tip of the iceberg. Every day new threats emerge, more sophisticated, more dangerous. They lurk in the shadows of the internet waiting to strike. We are engaged in a constant battle, children, a digital arms race. As we build our defenses, they adapt, they evolve. They find new ways to exploit our vulnerabilities, to turn our technology against us. Section 9, protecting our digital lives. But we are not powerless. We can protect ourselves. We must be vigilant. We must be aware of the dangers that lurk in the digital shadows. Strong passwords, updated software, caution when clicking links, these are our weapons. We must educate ourselves and each other. We must be mindful of our digital footprint. The responsibility, children, rests with us all. We must be the guardians of our digital lives. Section 10. The future of cyber warfare. The future is uncertain, children. The line between the physical and digital world blurs more each day. As our reliance on technology grows, so too does our vulnerability. Cyber warfare is the new battleground. The viruses I have told you about, they are but the opening salvos. The future holds threats we can only imagine. So be vigilant, children, be aware. And above all, be careful. For the digital world, like the world outside our windows, is a place of both wonder and danger.